What's up, guys? Back for another critiquing my own gameplay video. This is a win I got a couple weeks ago, but the meta is still pretty much the same, so I figured it was worth going over. It's hard to do a spectating video right now, because if you get somebody that just has their Iron Man beams and an auto turret, there's really nothing you can say. There's really nothing to critique or learn, So I think critiquing my gameplay and seeing what I could have done better is a good way to learn. So here we start, landing at Grimgate like always, looking for either a pump or a blue rarity gatekeeper or above. We got the shield bubbles, the Shuri Claws, which are no longer in the game as mobility at the moment. I know this is a bot just based off the way he's shooting, and I do a horrible job versus him at hitting my shots right there. Thank God it was a bot, because I probably would have died if that person was using a shotgun. There was no reason for me to not use my shotgun right there. I'm not sure why. I didn't have one. That's why. I had a pistol and SMGs. And unfortunately, that's just a lot of what this season is spending, the first half to 3/4 of the game looking for all the shit you need. So what I'm noticing a lot is if you go up against a player that has auto beams and an auto turret, a lot of people don't know what to do. They just kind of run away. They freak the fuck out. They don't fight back. And that gives the guy with the auto turret the win. And I cannot express enough to you how bad you need to carry shield bubbles or Captain America's shield. Here's another bot. Could just tell by the way he was shooting. The name almost looks like it could be a real player, but nah, there's no way that a real player would be. There's no way that was a real player. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of ways to counter the Iron Man beam. So a lot of people don't know what to do. And my biggest suggestion is either carry double mobility so you can reset the fight quickly, or carry a shield. And personally, I like carrying the shield, because if all their plan is to Iron Man beam you, you can assume that they're probably not good with weapons. And if you raise up in the air with the shield while they're beaming you, and then line of sight them, switch to striker, I've said it a million times, you can out-damage the beams, and it gives you a moment to make sense of the situation, right? Because when somebody gets on top of you with the auto turret and the beams, it's pretty damn jarring, and the Captain America shield going to block and raising up in the air, that allows you a second to try to figure out exactly where they are, line them up, and damage them. Without that shield, then you're going to immediately start taking damage, since it's auto lock-on beams, and you're pretty fucked. So even if you try to fight back, by that point, you're down. So I think carrying shield bubbles or the Iron Man shield is very important. And I do a pretty good job in this game. You'll see in the fights later on the decisions I make and the things I do. I do think I do a pretty good job in this game. There are a couple things, as always, that you can do better, but a pretty good game. It's just the first half of it's boring, unfortunately, because it's just me looking for all the shit I need. Now, I personally believe the pump is better than the Sovereign. If you hit a good head pump shot and switch to striker, that will kill somebody quicker than the Sovereign shotgun. However, it will not kill somebody quicker than the Gatekeeper. So Gatekeeper first, pump second, sovereign last. And now we got the wood stake shotgun in the game. I would take the wood stake over the sovereign, to be honest with you. Kind of for the same reason the pump is good. Another bot. For the same reason a pump is good, I think that applies to the wood stake as well. But, the only thing with the wood stake is it's a single slug. So here I pick up a gold sovereign. The only time you'll ever see me do it, just because I only had a green pup. So... And yeah, here we got our striker, we got shield bubbles, so we're looking for a jetpack, we're looking for a better shotgun, and we're looking for hopefully a Captain America shield. And like I said, that's really the thing I don't like about this season, is unless you just want to, we see footsteps, I take them on. I just assumed it was a bot. I don't know why I assumed that, like they didn't shoot or anything, but I was confident it was a bot. Find a gold pump, absolutely think a gold pump is better than a gold sovereign. Some might not agree with that, but you hit a headshot with a gold pump, man, go to striker or whatever. Just, whenever you're flying in the air with the jetpacks going back and forth, if you can continuously hit a good pump shot, it's basically the same amount of damage for the sovereign, except it's got a tighter pellet spread. So I would rather have the, pump. So finally, bunker spawns. We're going to it. Going to try to put drum mag on the striker and vertical foregrip and all the good stuff, and see if maybe we can find a better shotgun. Luckily, we get to it right in time, so we know nobody's down there. And then here we find the gold gatekeeper, the Holy Grail, and a jetpack. So now we put drum mag on that, angled foregrip. I've personally been doing angled foregrip over laser on the shotgun lately. So here I know there's two people pulling up. So I just want to get the fuck out of there real quick because there's two guys and I'm down in the bunker. And then so I drive towards this guy. He unibeams. I take that opportunity to get out, throw the shield bubble down, do significant damage on him, and he starts running away. So because he was doing the unibeam, I knew I had a second to get out of the car and rush him. And that's the big thing, is the element of surprise on these Iron Man beamers. So here he gets me. I smartly reload my guns. Bam. Beautiful fucking headshot there. Don't know what he was thinking. Don't know why he thought. I don't know what he was thinking. But, yeah, good situational awareness there. Yeah, so he was going to unibeam the car. And I knew that animation would take a second. And if I got out of the car and could get close to him, could do some significant damage. Threw down the shield bubble as he was running away. And really, that's the big thing. When you're going up against somebody with the auto beams, you really want the element of surprise. If you can get close to them quickly and get some initial damage on them, even if they get away, that's huge. And then the rest of that fight you saw was basically him running. And he was pretty screwed, and he knew it. And yeah, anytime you see that unibeam animation and you're driving in a car, just hop out like I did. Get close, hop out. He's going to unibeam the car. He's not going to expect you to get out, and then just shotgun the shit out of him. We do it once again right here. This guy goes for the unibeam. Suddenly got out. He wasn't expecting it. Boom. Dead. That easy. It's taking advantage of the fact that you're close, you know? Because he was assuming I would stay in the car, and yeah, had he have known I was going to do that, he probably would have taken off with the Iron Man boots. But like I said, again, I knew that the animation would take a second, and so got out of the car and capitalized on it. Knew I could out damage him. And so now we officially got everything we need. Smart move, I think, going down here in the bunker. Some would disagree, but I think if you're down in the bunker, you got a huge advantage. So I seen there was a player there, ran down here. We now have everything we need. Drum mag on both guns, Captain America shield, jetpacks, full of health. And this guy just doesn't want to come down here, which is understandable. It's hard to go down into a bunker when somebody's there and win. Throws the shockwave. Luckily, I turn around in time, hit him for more than he hits me, squat, make him miss his shot, and then hit him there. Just a good play. I'm lucky that I came out of the map as he threw the shockwave. If he would have thrown that a second sooner while I was looking at the map, I would have been screwed. That was a stupid time to look at the map. But I wasn't expecting him to come down or anything. But yeah, I shouldn't have looked at the map right there. But when he shockwaved me, obviously at that point that he's going to run down. So I just focused on getting turned around and lining up that corner, and it worked out. He came around and hit me as I hit him, but the Gatekeeper's fire rate is just superior, so I got 2 shots on him versus his 1 on me. So I only needed 1 more. And there we got out to reload the striker, since I had just put drum on it. And then here I leave the camera for a second going to find my damn vape because I can't go 5 seconds without that thing. And now we got everything we need. We got 8 players left, 2 medallion wearers standing, and I have a medallion as well, the worst one. So unfortunately, it's going to be a tough end game because ideally, you would like to get all the medallion wearers out at the middle of the game. Another bot. So many damn bots. And so, yeah, now we're just looking for the medallion wearer. Unfortunately, my camera is in front of the map. I have fixed that issue since and changed it to the left, but yeah, what I'm doing is looking for the medallion wearer and driving towards them, basically. Making sure all my guns are reloaded. And once I have everything I got and I'm confident, then I'll happily take on anybody. It's just finding all the shit. If I don't have a shield, then I'm not confident going up against a Iron Man person. If I don't have a striker with drum mag, then I'm not confident going up against somebody with a shield. If I don't have a Gatekeeper with drum mag, then you gotta have X, Y, and Z, But I highly recommend you guys carry a shield because that's the best way. So here I get EMP'd, and I have the smart reaction of getting out and getting to cover quickly. This guy knows he has the damage advantage. I get the shield out, line him up, start hitting him, and then just beautiful aiming here. Nothing you can really do, and that's why you need the shield right there, is because if I didn't have a shield there, I would have been fucked. Absolutely fucked. Nothing I could do. Would have just had to try jetpacking away. But that shield allowed me the time to line him up exactly. He didn't know what to do. and ran away. And then here's the other medallion where miss our first shot and barely get by. See, so this was the big fight that I got pretty lucky on, because I completely whiffed that first shot. And it took 4 shots to kill him. It took the whole clip. So my first shot didn't do significant damage. My second shot, one of my shots not only missed, but then the next shot didn't do significant damage. So it took 4 shots to kill him. And really, I shouldn't have won that. But his spam hopping made him miss. So now we know there's an Iron Man wearer and one more person. I go to cover so I can heal. And we are just hoping to God that we can find some white health. Looks like the Iron Man wearer killed the other person. So now it's just me and him. And I'm trying to find white heals. Make sure my guns are reloaded. And luckily, just luckily, man, we end up getting a zone where there are these slurp cacti. So my focus is getting full health, and then we're going to go full steam ahead at this player. But yeah, incredibly lucky that we happen to be in a zone with slurp cacti. But I don't know. You'll see with this fight coming up, it might not have mattered. So we know the guy's got Iron Man beams, and the goal is to just get as close to him as possible. And now we know where he's at. I got the medallion, scan him, get the shield out. So he comes up to me. Right here, I should shotgun him instead. And what he's trying to do is get behind me. He just keeps trying to get behind me so he can auto beam, which never happens. He lands because he has to. And easy lineup for the kill. I highly suggest to you guys, man, if you are having trouble with the auto beams, if you're having trouble with the auto turrets, carry a shield. That last fight right there is a really good example of, they don't really know what to do once they see you have a shield. Their whole game plan is to just let the auto beam do all the work and auto beam you. And if you have a shield out, they don't know what to do, except maybe try to get behind you like he was doing there. And once that didn't work, he had to land because he ran out of fuel. And now we got to fight with guns. And since I'm actually fighting with guns all season, easy cleanup. So yeah, anyway, thank you for tuning in. I think this was a good win, a good showcase of how you can beat the beams. But God, guys, you got to carry a shield. You can't just run away from the player. You know, everybody wants... It's very jarring when somebody gets on top of you with the Iron Man beams, for sure. But I've noticed in a lot of other spectating videos that nobody knows how to react to it, and they just run away, and then they end up losing because they don't defend themselves. And you either need shield bubbles or a Captain America shield. And if somebody's all of a sudden on top of you using their auto turrets, using their auto beams, you take your shield out, you raise up in the air until you can see where the fuck they're at, and that way you don't take damage while you're raising up, and then line of sight them, man. And half the time they'll fuck off or get close to them, like with the guys that were using the unibeams. Know that it's going to take a second for that animation to come out. So if you're in a car driving at them especially, get as close as you can before that unibeam goes off and start auto beaming or start hitting them with the shotgun. But anyway, I'm going to stream later. Hopefully get another W that I could critique, but this one was from a couple weeks ago, and I hate the Iron Man items. I hate that there's people in the game that are proud of the fact that they literally don't aim at all and the game does all the work for them and they're proud of that. And I know there's a lot of people pissed at these. Carry a shield or shield bubbles. Please, if you get anything out of this video. Because you can see right there how the shield saved my ass in several of those fights. Anyway, thank you for watching.